enne di asem ene wo
yo me da se ni America ni say MPP edinkuguo the last election to me feel say reorganization of the party. Dr. Bawumia Koranda will invite other contestants for unity's sake. Nam feel say important. See never call any. But Oshe inyoma ekosu ni yiyana. Me feel say me free more. Ebe boa Dr. Bawumia na wa ye na yin because tension na wom se nipa bia bo ho po se okasa na mo media for izu mo ka ho yebekasa yem free program na se kra na all over the place nsem obi o chiro yi obi o twist no easy if he say nipa me no mo nam no me ntumi em protect wo because o hwe ebinom any abrese by hook or crook I will say one candidate near Deneba. It is a uko baby crano be a show t-shirt na Bruno. Emfa and Kabumba, Intimino, for the sake of party and for the sake of unity. No. And they am withdrawing. Mashe, Akolana, I want to see kind of you see, we are taking politics too low because and yeah, Mimrantia Kuranum, afraid your students. Sika just 1,000 cities a brand TV mass students. And Alice Raj security or don't buy before Sebeko. No credit member won't me abaso. Usheni Casa or Kaye, 2 places in Yira. Utim say he's rare, he means unity. Udia say, I was surprised. The crowd name Namkwaso, ebe ye real program, meba. And abrantie ekoche students omo ebeshi jama wo sa intolerance no ebi no say e obekono ye wo Bawumia ladies I don't have a problem in this obi ba na me kra na menim ye no yekodidi from ebuakwa na ye ko banners kodidi tie ba ye be share crowd ni na amanfo organize students ni second ladies now I don't want to take the shine from Dr. Bawumia because no kreni Onuna or ye flag bearer. Into ono kodasi nesi DH. I don't want to take the shine. Dimeno a one room nam kase or mon court nature. And on before so ho, you know students. Omoshi jaman cry boom me me fro mo me ma mo science o munya kra na a ginger o. And ye we come won't me spoke well. He free ono a me nam kwaso ne friend say ya wo student no ba ko sikan na omo rushing to Sintraso Hospital. Nam so we den enu say omo shi jama wie no. Me amenyonko ba ko ena o ma wo mu 1,000 cities. Or the 1,000 cities man Alice Raj security no the buy no. Omo hwim sika no free students in some. And only omo ye argument students no so omfa sika ma wo. Nti nipa no this kind of ma kura kan say no students no and am the ma wo what you say and enti omu yi mu 200 na students say omu do so chain say 200 no the ma wo the omu ye na omu ma warning shot first omu wem kra o yi tuo chiro no so omu free home ko just say they are so intolerant omu free no ye hwan o ye the so called security Alice Raj Edumba no kwede ye call around the Bawumia security I know them TSC for more e chechi I ho ye di nkomo ene it is only Kumasi and Alice Raj fast our boys ya omo be good party na ni mase Alice Raj na pacho or ye dear party minimum I knew him from America oba wa big man wa security minimum ye ko no nka ho e be du Kumasi o ka ho. Now boys no omo very smart say they took the car number ye ko nyina ye hu sa Toyota Hiace no e bedu Kumasi nko na hu security fogum na me ni honti no beginning of the scene cry just no more prevent students not to sink for me no so resist wo I was not there am ko yituo e de kire wo and like we have the bullets boys no are smart omo fabi pallet no the call police and we na nti am draw say enuanom na edi machi no a omu share me vision no ma hwede ya ne students imponi na me ebeduru sa amrante no so ndi me feel say we have to stay away and let Dr. Bawumia continue on his tour. Feel say ebeboa but we will also regroup ourselves in appropriate time. Bibi also to me a party. Bibi also means to enhance my chances. Yeah, and I'm taking this opportunity to tell you that I'm going to contest. And I'll contest until they should be ready. Whatever they want to do, nobody can stop me from contesting. Co-party, you build their check. New entrance. I will mean the history. I'm glad to say. A general secretary say this time by May or the school no more people that have sacrificed why MPP came to power and everything until immediate men can't for the sake of unity me the whole preaching unity and yet aha and I'm a preaching violence no only said me normal star and can retaliate easily because we know the guy and cannot retaliate but retaliate and I can Japan you say where as someone abronye me no kupa no they will see group animasi away na me say group bi di Dr. Bawumia chi a on person me kasa no ma twist no I've seen a publication Canadian Japan backs again yeah ke no ma bi a omo yi am call round obi kasa and ma you lose election where kasa omo kawo primaries say nipa baako de no nipa baako de obi anti na kan Japan e respond yanko an yeti let's MPP4 so one-sided politics no I believe say if we are not united what the Jesus Christ bakura MPP can win and the history will tell you from 1979 between Pauli and Victor Usu into a man so aggressive. Yes, I read the history. I'm glad say General Secretary say the same human a betchere na patapa sem no ne yem pineni nyina na de atom chen na yetimi ewuni 2028.
Yeah, honorable wonim penyimfo na shase from Western region ebe pem some bedu asantmantema minim say national chairman ka ho General Secretary ka ho asemi by officially wetimi aboma ma ne say nti and opposite free agro no
yeah no Dr. Bawumia kura frame na mkajenze say na sinti media enidi mo I want to pull out many general secretaries wakasa many na share akajenze I'm pulling out and everybody thinks it's in order
nti enya se wudi o ya bi na wodi yesa
no ya di mdi ya menye nipa me nipa but ya no wudi akopem sen me the interest me free mo and he say I need to protect young men, women who support my cause because students go mba ni awo msika say anywhere go hospital na ko hwe emoja na ejina boy ni mu a doctors ni twegu a boy no ya ade no general secretary ko frɛ no o ma list raj ni din na some o can say students no and ko twen dadie and odi ono na ring bi hye no na odi ebo no opani say ko hospital hobi nti a ring and otue enipa enfu esa timidie mimia ekuru yinti no I don't want to talk much I just want to pull out na Dr. Bawumia enya kwan enye ne
yate ne kura no abrantie no se le wosi kasa obi ne na kasa no se mama police for aswat so we dey enya party asem
eno dey
bone na obi edi
eno dey wa woni tua enya dey amejai no ene china I need to protect obi a support me anyesa they do worse things I know him you want pictures in here boys no are smart they before see any do okra na leader na ko Sintraso police station akotro statement abokade number etuo no mo bo ho na no mo yibi as evidence e dey am me I want justice for the gentleman anyesa a bad signal to obia rodi machi say asem to no a me yi me ho afrim odi ase nti I'm going to follow the matter.
Jama'a masu kallo lokaci ya kai mu ka muku shirinmu na ma'aunin shiri na siyasa inda muke tantance batutuwa da suka shigo na siyasa yadda ya kamace mu yi shi. Yau mun advertise da muna da wani one-on-one da za mu yi da shi Greater Accra Regional Coordinator na Zungu Caucus na NDC, but for some reasons bai ya zo ya hadu da munan. But there are a lots of other interesting issues that mu duba. One of them has to do with John Dramani Mahama umurni da ya bayar na wato asset declaration. Asset declaration a turance an ce asset declaration manan shi ne duk waɗanda shi shugaban kasa John Dramani Mahama ya ɗauke su aiki, ya ba su aiki su yi a karkashin gwamnatin shi, su declaring duk dukiya da suke da shi gabanin su soma aikin su kamar dai yanda aka tsara a cikin kundin tsarin mulkin kasa. To rahoto da ya fito wurin auditor general na nuna cewa har wayo akwai wasu daga cikin waɗannan appointees John Dramani Mahama da har wayo suna sai kan kafansu da ƙarfin kunni cewa ba za su declaring assetinsu ba. Mun shiga cikin wannan wato story ya so mu gano su wane ne shugaban kasa ya ba da wannan umarni ya instructing su declaring dukkanin assetinsu. Duk an tsara cikin kundin tsarin mulkin kasa ne sabida a shawo kan shi babban matsala da muke fuskanta na cin hanci da rashawa. Har wayo akwai wasu da ke aiki karkashin shugaban kasa duk da umarni da ya bayar, har wayo ba su declaring assets ba. Su wane ne? Mun shiga ciki ya so mu gano su wane ne ke karkashin ke cikin gwamnatin John Dramani Mahama da suke son su kawo mai problem. Da suke son su kawo mai problem. Mun shiga ciki ya so mu duba. An fan soma tattaunawa hanya da shi Otunfo Setutu babban sarki da idan muka ambaci sunan shi mun tashi mu saya kaɗan. Shi ya soma zama da yi na neman a kawo kwanciyan wato hankali a Boko, inda muka san ana nan ana fada kan ƙasa wake da kasan Boko, wake da dama ya iya ya kafa sarauta Boko tsakanin Kusasi da Manfursi. Mun san shugaban kasa da ya wuce ya ƙare mulkin shi ya wuce, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo ya dauki wasu matakaiya inda ya sa wato wannan aiki annun Otunfo Osetutu da second da ma John Dramani Mahama ya hau karagar mulki. Bai yi wasi da waɗannan matakaiya da Akufo-Addo ya dauki na neman yadda za a yi a shawo kan shi matsala da ake fuskanta na kasar Ghana a Boko, inda ya ce duk da dai Otunfo ya soma wannan aiki, kuma a tarihi an san Otunfo da kokarin da yake yi idan ya zo wurin shawo kan irin matsaloli na tashe-tashen hankula haka, an doki abin an sa annun shi. Jiya aka soma zama, yau muna jin labari cewa kaman an postpone shi initial engagement da aka soma da Manfursawa da Kusasawa, an postpone shi nan gaba a samu dama kuma a yi further consultation with stakeholders tukunan a dawo a zamna kan teburu. Labari ne da muke ji ne shine mataki da aka dauki, an dauki mataki mai kyau, kuma yadda aka soma an soma abin da kyau. Sabida haka nan gaba insha Allah idan aka ci gaba da yi za mu gan wato sakamako mai kyau. Al'umman Kusasawa da Manfursawa kuma da jiya suka je fadan Otunfo Osetutu da second, yawancinsu sun nuna farin ciki da murna da wannan mataki da aka dauki na neman a shawo kan matsala na Boko. Mun shiga cikin wannan story. Tukunan kuma the opposition New Patriotic Party, Kennedy Ejapon, is out there. Some of the publications are saying Kennedy Ejapon ya kuma soma watun back, ngance back watun kuwan kariki nan ya soma. Shi dai mun san shi yanda yake yin siyasan shi ya soma. This time around me ya fito da shi in ji shi wai thank you to da MPP ke yi da Bawumia kamin ya soma thank you Tom ya gayyaci dukkanin waɗanda suka saya da shi takara primary MPP da suka yi. In ji Kennedy Ejapon wai shi ya wato shi ya amince kaman ya joining Bawumia su yi thank you Tom, amma yanzu shi ya fita ciki ya bar ma Bawumia abin shi yayi. Sabida jiya ba mu ji labari mai kyau ba, daya daga cikin dalibai na babban wato university da ke Kumasi da suka zo suka halarci wani taro, duk dai cikin thank you Tom da ake yi an soke shi da wuka. Muna magana ga yana kwance asibiti, yanayin da yake ciki ba yanayi mai kyau bane. Duk na cikin maganganu da za mu zo mu yi yau. Kai da kake gida kana kallo na she ka nemi kujera ka zamna kai, domin yau show ya yi zafi kwarai, domin za mu shiga cikin report ne na wato auditor general da ya fito cewa kamar har wa yau wasu sun ki, wasu da John Dramani Mahama ya doki aiki ya sa hannunsu su yi mai a cikin nashi fama na neman ya shawo kan corruption da wa'anda an doki aiki an sa hannunsu suke bin kan aiki da aka sa hannunsu su ci kudin kasa. Saboda a shawo kan wannan ma aka sa wani doka cikin kudin tsarin mulkin kasa, aka ce kamin ma ka karbi aikin da shugaban kasa dai baka kai a matsayinka as appointee, ya kamaci ka bar a gano gida nawa kake da shi, mota nawa kake da shi. Wasu daga cikin wannan gwamnati na John Dramani Mahama da John Dramani Mahama a matsayin shi shugaban kasa ya ba da wannan umurni, har wayo sun ki su nuna ko kuwa su bayyanar da me suke da shi gabanin su dauki aiki da aka ba su. Mun shiga cikin wannan labar. That's our major story today da da mu duba. Ya so mu shiga cikin dokan kasa, me dokan ma ya gaya. Shin auditor general a matsayin shi as auditor general yana da ma dama ya ja kunnin waɗanda masu karfin kunnin da suka ki su bar a gane me suke da shi gabanin karban aiki da aka ba su yi. Kai da kake gida kake kallo na naka ne kawai ka doki fonunka, je kan Facebook na idan ka shiga Facebook nemi Baina TV, ka nemi Baina TV ka follow. In ka follow ka kare, abu na biyu da za ka yi kai dai ka like wannan program da muke yi. In ka like ka kare, she ka drop commenting ka yau ina da dama na read commenting duka. Haka din lokaci ma ya kai na bude phone line, ya so kai kuma kana da wani magana da kake son ka yi, ka tofa albarkacin bakinka akan batutuwa da na kwaso, sai ka tofa albarkacin bakinka. In kai supporter NDC ne, you should be very very interested in the topics da na kawo yau. In ko kai kuma supporter MPP ne, later on na ban MPP yau ku gano the biggest problem in the MPP. Da idan MPP in ba su zamna sun duba wannan problem sun shawo kan wannan matsala ba, party su nan in ba su sa hankali ba sun dade opposition. Gaskiya guda ne. Na ban ku gano. Tukunnan mutum fa sai tutu mataki da ya dauki na ganin cewa an shawo kan shi fadaci da ake yi daga buku, kuma mun shiga ciki. Kamar yadda na fada 0553-683-010 shine lamba da za ku iya ku turo mana sakonninku a kan WhatsApp idan ya shigo mu karanta mu baku. Kada ku manta kuma wannan shiri yana kan YouTube live. Wurin kuma idan ka hau kan YouTube, taimaka muna YouTube mu ya grow. Ka hau kan YouTube abinda za ka yi kawai ne, kai dai ka subscribe channel, ya so ka like, ka kuma kalli wannan shiri. a kai kana da dama ma ka turo mana sakon ka kai duk in ya zo za mu karanta mu ba ku insha Allah akan wannan shirin namu na ma'auni. So the biggest story today, Koko, the main story today is about she report da ya fito na auditor general akan umurni da shugaban kasa ya bayar ga ma'aikatan shi da wasu harwayo suke taurin kunni da basu bayyana da me suke da shi gabanin farawan ko somawan aikinsu ba. Ku kasance da ni da ni in dawo, idan na je na dawo na ci gaba da kawo muku shirin. So a short break. When I return, Maoni continues.
Search is on. Are you a Muslim between 18 and 30 years, passionate, driven, and ready to showcase your talent? Bayyinah TV proudly presents a unique reality experience, The Ummah Show. Are you ready to make an impact by reciting the Holy Quran, spoken word, poetry, or public speaking, arts, design, or digital creativity, innovation, entrepreneurship, or storytelling? The Ummah Show is here to empower you and nurture your talent into the next big star, with some amazing prizes to be won. No long forms, no boring stuff, just your best self. Be bold, be part of something different. Apply now at umma.bayyinahmultimedia.com or call us on 0539 487757. The Ummah Show. Definitely different.
So straight up to our first story. That coming in for that muduba. Wada wane ke cikin wannan gwamnati da John Dramani Mahama ya ba su dama na aiki, kuma ya ba da umurni cewa kaman aiki da ya ba su kamin su soma aiki ma kaman yanda nisarin mulkin kasa ya tsara, ya kamaci su bar a gano me da me suke da shi, me da me suke da shi, mota nawa kake da shi, gida nawa kake da shi, takalmunanka nawa ne, rigunanka nawa ne, kana da wani aiki da kake yi, kamfani ne, wani shago ne, ka bar a sani. Kuma wannan abu ba shugaban kasa da ma'aikatan shi kawai dokan kasa ya lauye su yi ba. Kowane ne da kasancewanka aikin da kake yi, kudin harajin ni da kai ake doka ana biyan me shi ma ya kamaci yayi haka. Ko kuwa dukiyan al'umman Ghana aka doki ana biyan me shi aikin da yake yi, ya kamaci yayi haka. But then always when we talk about this, we look at shugaban kasa da appointees in shi. So shugaban kasa John Dramani Mahama da kanshi ne, shi ya declare asset in shi. That is official. Everybody knows about that. Kuma hukuma da kundin tsarin mulkin kasa ya sa wannan aiki annunsu cewa kaman idan kai minista ne kai presidential staffer ne, kai deputy minister ne, kai wani chief executive ne da aka dauke ka aiki kana wani hukuma na gwamnati ka yin duk suna declaring ne su je su ba auditor general. To tun da aka kawo shi shugaban kasa ya umurni ya bada wannan umurni ga wato ma'aikatan shi da su yin akwai deadline, insha ma Allah an wuce deadline. Har wayo akwai wasu da suke nan suna aiki karkashin wannan gwamnati, even though the president has instructed them to declare their assets, har wayo ba su declare assets su ba. First of all, for us to understand this, former auditor general da muka san shi Daniel Domelevo, bayan da the fourth estate, wanga labari duk fourth estate suka kawo fourth estate mun san wanda ke da shi Manasi Azuri Awuni, shi ke da fourth estate, shi ya publicize wannan story cewa kaman duk da magana da shugaban kasa ya yi da instruction da ya bayar, har wayo akwai wasu ministers da appointees shi da ba su bi umurnin shugaban kasa ba. To ta kan wan tsohon auditor general mai suna Domelevo ke cewa wannan na nuna indiscipline, wanda ya describe as gross indiscipline and disrespect towards the president. Because bai kamace a ce kai shugaban kasan ya doke ka aiki as minister, shugaban kasa ya doke ka aiki as deputy minister, shugaban kasa ya doke ka aiki as managing director ko chief executive, sai a ce shugaban kasa ya ce kamin ka so ma aikinka bari ni shugaban kasa through the auditor general in gano gida nawa kake da shi, motoci nawa kake da shi, kamfani nawa kake da shi, wani dukiya kake da shi kamin ka dauki aikin, saboda kada a doki aikin kasa a baka ka bi kan wannan ka yi makasa sata ka tara dukiya da bai kamaci ka tara ba. Inji Domelevo, wai har wayo inda akwai waɗanda suke yi ma shugaban kasa aiki bayan shugaban kasa ya ba da wannan instruction suna nan ba su declaring asset su ba, wai it amounts to indiscipline, gross indiscipline and disrespect to the president. Do you agree with Domelevo? I agree with him. Domin shugaban kasa John Dramani Mahama da kanshi ma ya declaring nashi, ya yi ko bai yi ba, ya yi. Shugaban kasa John Dramani Mahama ma ya yi. To she kai minister, deputy minister, presidential staffer, don me yasa kai baka declare naka ba? The only reason why you would not declare your asset months after your appointment is that you have the intention to steal this country. Kana da niyan sata. Mu de John Mahama nan mun protect gwamnatin shi nan. Mun protect. Duk da dai John Mahama da kanshi ya declare nashi. Kai minister, deputy minister, da aka doki aiki aka sa annunka ka yi, aka ce cikin dokokin aikinka da ya kamaci ka yi, kamin ma ka fara aikin ya kamaci ka declare assetinka. Nuna ma ni malam fari da hajiya da kike gida kina kallo na, da malam da kake gida kana kallo na, a nuna mana me kake da shi, gidanka nawa ne, dakinka nawa ne, takalmunanka nawa ne, rigunanka nawa ne, saboda idan mun san abin da kake da shi, gobe muka ga ka tara wani dukiya, mun iya mu duba dukiyanka da ka tara, she mu duba kudin biyanka na aiki, wato salarinka, she mu kiddiga mu gaggama mu ce a'a salarin kan ga da aka baka bai isa a ce ya sai gidan gaba, bai isa a ce ya sai wanga mota ba. Wannan duka ababa ne da aka tsara saboda accountability kuma a iya a yaki corruption. 4 months into John Mahama's government, we would not wait till 1 year, 2 years to start asking these questions. We are going to ask the questions now. And thank you very much, Domilevo. Mungo de kwarai. Domin irin manyan mutane lokacin da Domilevo ke sukan gwamnatin MPP yake jansu yana goga musu aka ce baban ga don Mahama ya doke shi aiki lokacin mulkin Mahama shi yasa ya tashi makufa da yana yi, amma Domilevo bai bar magana ba. This man epitomizes, this man is the symbol of I'm not a hypocrite. Yes. And these are the kind of people we need in this country. If indeed we want to fight corruption. Domilevo fought ya Osafo Mafu. Sanadi yanda aka je aka kirkiro wasu maganganu aka fidda shi aikin shi da yake yi kenan. Aka ce wai ya forgery date of birth shi magana munnan ko sin aka banya fita aikin shi. But the same Domilevo that then aka accuse shi as someone doing the bidding of John Dramani Mahama is now telling us, come on, gwamnatin John Dramani Mahama nan, da John Dramani Mahama da kanshi ya ce ma appointees shi su declaring assets su domin shi anya da zai bi na yakin corruption shine ya tilasa ma dukkanin appointees shi, kaman kowani dukiya kake da shi gabanin aikin da na baka ka so mai bari mutanen Ghana mu gano, saboda kada ka zo ka so ma aikinka ka yi mini sata, kada ka so ma aikinka ka yi ma kasar Ghana sata. Yace yana cikin kundin tsarin mulkin kasa amma ba mu aiki da shi. Yace ni na yi aiki da shi sabida ina so ni in zama wato abinda ku za ku kalli ku bi wannan umurni. Ni da kaina John Dramani Mahama na declare nawa kuma yayi hakan. Ndi Domilevo wato inda John Dramani Mahama yayi ku da ba ku yin ba, kamata ne aikin ku da yasa annunku shi John Dramani Mahama a matsayin shi na shugaban kasa da doka ya bashi dama ya appoint ya kuma dismiss, wai ya dismiss su duka. Ndi Domilevo ni dai na ra'ayi da Domilevo. Dan kuma repeat, the only reason why these appointees, these ministers, these deputy ministers are refusing, I'm using the word refusing to declare their assets, is that they have the intention of stealing this country. Yes. Apart from that, why are they refusing to declare their assets? Now, Muji Domilevo, I want us to listen to Domilevo and what Domilevo said. Exactly. I think he was speaking on Joy News, one of their programs. I don't know the particular program. But then, Mujishi, musaulari maganan da ya gaya, ya so mu dawo. Muka jishi, muka kare, munje mu doki magana, the instruction of John Dramani Mahama and what John Mahama said exactly to his appointees. Domilevo.
Gross indiscipline and disrespect for the president. And in my considered opinion, the president should do the needful by dismissing all of them without exception, because the president made a public announcement which was followed by a directive from the chief of staff. This is not how to reset a country. If the team that is going to help the president manage the affairs of the country is so indisciplined, they don't have respect for the president, I think the axe must fall immediately. You should clear all of them. There are about 33 million Ghanaians and several capable people who can do the work. So I don't take this lightly at all. And I hope the president does not take it lightly as well. You see.
So, Dom level kena ya ga abin simple. Reni ka doki mutum aiki. Ka ce baban Ghana ga ka zo problem mu guda shine corruption. A doki mutum aiki yayi aikin gwamnati yana ma gwamnati sata. Su tara dukiya. She su ban ka duba kanka kana ga kaman kai duniyanka da ka zo da baka da amfani. To mama yace ni dai ban yadda haka nan. Shi sa kai da dan doke ka aiki duka ya kamaci ka zo ka nuna ma duniya Ghana duka kaman ga abin da nake da shi gabanin doke aikin saboda kai sata a gane. Sai a samu appointees in shi. Now, according to the fourth estate, 9 out of 55 ministers, 9 out of 55 ministers in John Dramani Mahama and deputy ministers have failed to comply with this order. And Domlevo is saying that if they have indeed failed to comply with this order, why are they still at post? Because it amounts to gross indiscipline and disrespect to the first gentleman of the land. And I'm calling on John Dramani Mahama. You see, Akufo-Addo was so much disrespected by his own people. Later on, Shezo zama wani abu da kowa ke yi yana ciki MPP suka lusun da ba su taba gani ba, lusun da yau ya birkice musu har yau suna nan suna yawo ba su abin da suke ciki ba. So John Dramani Mahama, this is the time for you to, kamar mutanen Ghana mu gano kamar resetting da kace da ka yin nan. Indeed you mean it. Because these are people you have given the opportunity to serve and be paid. And they don't want to follow instructions, simple instructions. Come on, declare your assets. Now, Muji John Dramani Mahama, the day John Dramani Mahama instructed these recalcitrants, what ngama su taurin kunni, then they instructing su, come on, to declare assets in su da har wayo ba su declare ba. Musaulari John Dramani Mahama.
This must be the guiding principle upon which you, myself, and our Vice President fashion our governance. The people of Ghana will hold us accountable for the trust that they have placed in our hands. It cannot be business as usual. We must be transparent and fair in all our dealings. The anti-corruption institutions will be empowered to investigate and deal with any appointee who falls foul of the law. I expect all of you to begin the process of declaring your assets. The Chief of Staff will announce the cutoff date by which time all eligible appointees should have deposited their assets declaration forms with the Auditor General.
So that was the president. Simple instruction. If you know you are not a thief, you don't want to steal our money. You don't want to become the next billionaire by the virtue of the fact that you are a minister, a government appointee. They say declare your assets. That one too, you cannot do it. I know that Kedekeke Gida kana wonder, Malam Farina Zamne na takara karanga suwa Malam Fari Kibotus. Who are those people who have decided that? In fact, Mika Gansukai Mamaki. Some of them, when you see them, when I begin to show you their faces, you will be surprised that these are the people who should have even declared their asset right after the president declared this. You would wonder, why are their names appearing in the list of those who are showing gross indiscipline, those who are showing the president disrespect, those who are disrespecting the president? And I'm saying this, whoever is close to the president must tell the president, you have to tell the president that Akufo-Addo, the former president, ababen da yayi na wani kenan, ka rufe ido ka kai shirun ba ruwanka kana duba, oh wan mutumi na ne, kaga she suna tafiya da kai cikin rami, suna saka rami, kami don ka bude ka ganin nan it is too late. Kami Akufo-Addo ya gan kaman Ken Ofori-Atta was the biggest problem in his government. It was too late. It was too late. At that time, mutani Ghana muntun decide kaman mun ba su 41%. Ko me suka yi be yi ba be fa ba. And I don't think the NDC, after being in opposition for 8 years, will allow some few greedy people within the party to take the party back to opposition. And I don't think so. But who are these greedy people? Who are these greedy people refusing to declare their assets? I constitution nan da aka zana ba wai komi bane constitution ne yasa wannan abu ciki. Kuma shugaban kasa yazo ya ce na yi aiki da shi. So su wane ne? Baka san su ba. So who are them? Let's see them. Let's see them. Wane ne? So asset declaration deadline. Musa ya kai. So appointees da suka default. Appointees da suka yi da kansu kamar su masu taurin kuni ne da kaga picture da kaga hotunan ya baka mamaki ko ba haka ba. Ya baka mamaki. Wanda suka yi da kansu kamar mu masu taurin kuni ne. Da ba su declaring asset su ba su hotunan su ke kan nan. These are some selected ones. I deliberately selected these ones because I think that these are people who should know better or who should have known better. Setekwe. On January 21st, 2025, Shugaban Kasa ya sa aikin shi annun shi. From January to date, how many months? Harwoyo Setekwe has not declared his assets. He hasn't. Yes. Setekwe yana aiki as a presidential staffer. Position shi presidential advisory on economy. Mun san Setekwe yazo wurin tattalin arzikin kasa ba karamin mutum bane. I mean under during the ex-wild John, I mean the first Mahama first term which as the president, Setekwe was the finance minister. We all know that. So because of ilimishi, the end they taimaka ma gwamnati har wayo yana taimakawa ba aka ce ka declare asset ka Setekwe, you are a nice man, I don't think you have any intention of stealing the country. You see, but you are giving us that kaman dai kai nan kai da kanka kaman kana son kai sata. Don ba don sata kake son kai ba. Ya har wayo shugaban kasan da kanshi ya declare asset shi kai baka declare ba har deadline ya kama ka. Next to him, Samuel Ofosu Ampofu. He shock you? Samuel Ofosu Ampofu. Da yau John Dramani Mahama ya taka, she taka. The former chairman of the NDC. Wanda John Dramani Mahama ya appointing she as a presidential staffer, policy advisor, political. We all know, I mean, what he can do when it comes to politics and political strategies and so on and so forth. Of course, the chairman, the former national chairman of the ruling party. 28th January, har yau bai declare asset in shi ba. Shemu tambaye kanmu Ofosu Ampofu ya fi John Mahama wayo ne. John Dramani Mahama da kanshi shi ya declare nashi. She kai baka declare naka ba, me yasa baka declare naka ba har wayo har deadline ya kama ka. Nana ya jantuwa. Matan ganda ta maka ta yi magana. Mami we nyawo no wo be supawa mami we na no. Ita kuma har yanzu ana binta declare say thank you, declare say how are you, but declare back, taki declare. Why must we beg you? Why must it take you this long to declare your assets? How difficult is it for you to declare your assets? Because but somebody call me when I say now but chicken constitution now. But you see what we are going to do this time around is we are not going to wait for you people to start stealing us. Before we will come and start asking, oh, when Nanaya Jantwa, as at the time she was being appointed, she didn't have this car. Now she has this car. Now we have to go and calculate your salary. No, we want to know what you have now. We want to know. If the president is telling us, this is what I have, and that is what the constitution wants you to do, why is it taking you this long for you to declare your assets? Abba, Kofi Boache. Now we ye ti orally now ka hu woni nam na mo chichi nkrofo woni nam na mo and I was so declare what asset no. Who declare? Now you want people to now start questioning the aura. But you see, one of the people, the members of the oral team, and they raised these concerns. That's Domilevo. And another oral person is there. He's been appointed as a presidential staffer. I want you to go back to the first one. Presidential staffer. And he has decided that, okay, I'm not declaring my assets since January 15th. I've been appointed as a director of operations at the presidency, but I'm not declaring my assets. And now it has become an issue. Now we have to go and beg him. Kofi Boache, declare your asset. Declare your asset. A former IGP, a former police chief. Why must it be so? Something that is clearly written in the constitution. These are people I can the suke mumuke biansu kudi mwake doka biansu. Constitution yache declare asset nka. Domin ciwo nka muguda mutanen kasan Ghana shine sata da yan siyasa ke muna. Sata da wa'anda aka doke su aka sa aikin gwamnati suke muna. Sabida aka kamin ka soma aikin ka gwada muna abin da kake da shi. So some of the presidential staffers. Now let's look at the deputy ministers and ministers. Oh, John Dumelo. John Dumelo, yes. Deputy Minister, Food and Agriculture. No, John Dumelo's was March 12th, not January 15th. He was appointed on March 12th. That was the day we saw his appointment. So, ministers and deputies. So all of these are deputy ministers. Enes Buja Jemfi, we all know Enes Buja Jemfi, how vociferous he was when the NDC was in opposition. Al-Hassan Suhini, these are fine gentlemen, and you know the law. Rita Odole Sowa, please do the needful. Do the needful. This is not how you reset a country. But now I'm not saying anything regarding the president. I mean, what I'm saying has to do with these guys. This is not how you help the president who is committed to resetting a country to reset the country. When you do this, you make the work of the president difficult. You make the work of the president difficult. But that's the main reason why President John Dramani Mahama, you have to fire these people. Fire them. Because they cannot disrespect you. They cannot disrespect your order. They cannot disrespect your instructions. And they are still at post. What it means is you are a weak leader. And we don't want to believe that you are a weak leader. So we are calling on you to do the needful. Finally, let's look at the last one. Let's look at the last one. That is the, I think, Western North. Is it Western North? The last one. The last one. I want to. These are deputy ministers. There is a minister involved, a regional minister. Yes. No, this is a regional minister. Not. And there's a little bit of mistakes there. This is a regional minister. Yeah. So this is the last one. And then some 38 heads of staff, heads of state-owned institutions, too, are also involved in this. 38 of them. So must soon decide, come on, they are not going to declare their assets. So finally, let's look at Constitution now. What's the Constitution saying about this? So Article 286. Declaration of assets and liabilities. Now, the reason why we are saying John Dramani Mahama should sack them, because they have disrespected him, is that Dokan Kasakiga, where a person who holds a public office mentioned in clause 5. So in clause 5, unless public offices in them, suno muka gogoda mukuna ministoci wanda aka doke so aka aji wani aiki da gwamnati suna yi manya-manyan da suke wurin, kuma presidential staffers kamar yadda muka nuna muku, wai idan har dai an doke ka aiki a matsayin ka na appointing John Dramani Mahama, har dai an doke ka aiki, where you shall submit to the Auditor General, wai dole ne ka je ka mikawa Auditor General a written declaration da aka rubuta, wani wasika da aka rubuta na dukkanin dukiyoyinka da kake da shi, kowane dukiya da kake da shi, ko direct ko indirect, wani kamfani ne kana da shares ciki, wai ya kamaci ka rubuta ka bar a gano within 3 months after coming into office of this constitution or before taking office, as the case may be. At the end of every 4 years, and C, at the end of his term of office. So dokan nan is very clear. Ina da imani shi yasa shugaban kasa ko da yake shi da kanshi nashi ya kawo bayan da ya hau mulki, but ya kawo haka muke son kowa ya kawo, saboda gobe idan za mu zo mu yi bincike mu gano dukiyanka da ka tattaro bayan da aka baka aiki, ka tattaro ne bisa ka'ida ko ba bisa ka'ida ba. Wannan shine labari yau. Kai da kake gida kake kallo na, you can send in your messages 0553 683 010, 0553 683 010. So these are the issues. 0553 683 010. Kai ka turo mana naka sako. The show is also live on Facebook and on YouTube. Facebook and on YouTube. It is very clear. Come on, wasu da ke cikin wannan gwamnati suna ce cewa kaman suna son su bar aikin John Dramani Mahama ya yi mai wuya. So straight up, so send your messages 0553 683 010, 0553 683 010. Can we move on to the next story, which has to do with Kennedy Ejapon da Abu Sabu da ya fito dangane da thank you ton da MPP da ke yi. Na samu message ɗaya nan ga wannan sunan shi wai Jalaluddin, we can Japan is the biggest problem in the MPP. We'll come to that very soon. One Commissioner Captain Smart, this man is doing too much. The MPP party does not belong to him. Al Hassan Sisi from Zenu Center, I will give you man of Fari. The president has given them up to March ending, and we are in April ending. I hope the president will crack the whip, as he has said when he was swearing them in. This time around, I don't think the communications of NDC are ready to defend any appointee who flouts simple instructions from the president. I think that should be the spirit from all NDC supporters. This time around, when they showed in that case, mutum clearly, yai lefi, yai mashugaban kasara shinkunyanda afto kaga party people afto azwana support. We don't be NDC ne. The party, the interest of the party should be and must be paramount. And that's exactly what we are saying. Ado Amuduka ni John Dramani Mahama succeed. If succeed, she deva masalo leader muke uskanta na asamu solutions in 1 year kaw mamutani relief kadang. But if we continue on this tangent, Kaman Shugaban Kasa ya issue simple instructions to his appointees. She how were you? Buying ya issue one instruction. How were you? Sa ache akwai wasu daga cikin su da suka kuke su ba za su wato declaring assets ba. I think the president, just as Alassane Cisse is saying here, must do the needful. Just sack them. I mean, Karbiai can switch. I don't think they respect you. I don't think they want to respect you. I don't think they respect the people of Ghana. Just sack them. And I'm very surprised. The likes of Kofi Boakye, Sami Foto. How on earth? I mean, people like you should know better. Come on, you are there to help the president. Kofi Boakye, you were part of ORA. The team that went around fishing out corrupt people, allegedly. Simple instruction, declare your asset. You were going around pointing at people's assets. Pointing at other people, saying that these people are corrupt, creating that impression on other people. They say you declare your asset. Yanzu da yaka machi kai ka declare naka. Da yaka machi da John Dramani Mahama edo kai kiesa nunka, you be the first person to declare your asset. But Kofi Boakye, a former IGP, the fact that your name has appeared here, you should be ashamed of yourself. That is the truth. The fact that Sunan Shia appeared now, he should be ashamed of himself. And I think that the president must not feel comfortable around people such as Kofi Boakye. Because it is very simple. That I, the president, now declare now, Meya Hanaka declaring Naka. Well, let's move on to the MPP story. So, Meita so, Inji Kennedy Japan, as usual. We thank you, Tonda MPPKE. Aka inviting she, Baumia inviting she. Under normal circumstance, Baumia shouldn't have extended any invitation to Kennedy Japan. And I'll tell you the reason why. You see, one of the reasons why the 2024 election, I mean, forget about what happened in their government and all that. One of the reasons why the election became difficult, the contest became difficult for Baumia, was that where the things Kennedy Japan said against Baumia during the primaries. A lot of these things in the Yonka Kennedy Japan katambishi kawo hujja ko evidence ya ce maka bai da shi. In this country, Kennedy Akompeku Japan has been one of the most controversial politicians. And a lot of the time, most of the things they keep to Jane get our career. But you see, nkare ni mugun yaro, karshe kai dai saka kunya, kuma kunyan da dai saka cikin mutane ne. In kana da mugun yaro, ana ce ma diyankan ga bai da kyau she baka ji domin fadan ka ya tashi yana yi ya baka. Ranan da fada dai tashi tsakanin kai da shi, ranan nan ina sama ba wanda dai raba shi ya ci. Irin shi ne na Kennedy Japan ga. Those days in Kennedy Japan ya zamna kan mimbari inda ya zagi opposition, inda ya gaya maganganu akan janwayen shi in the opposite side. Ko me da ka gaya ma mutumin MPP beji suna ga kaman party suna ba wanda ya kai Kennedy Japan because yana yayi maganan da kowa bai yayi. Kadan baban ga ya juya bindigan shi ya face pastoci. So one of the reasons why in the 2024 election kaga pastors in garin ga da aka san su, a lot of them used to be supporters of MPP. They've publicly supported MPP, campaigned for MPP. All of them turned against MPP. Somebody will say it's because Bawumia is a Muslim. That's why the pastors turned against MPP. But deep down, the truth of the matter is that Kennedy Agyapong fought these pastors. Yesam na kan television station shi, ya zazzage su, ya ci mutuncin su, ya bata su, bai da evidence. Just like yanda ya yi ma Anas Armiyawa Anas. The only thing it takes for Kennedy Agyapong to sit on TV and denigrate you, destroy you, is that he disagrees with you. Once Kennedy Agyapong disagrees with you, he can sit anywhere and say anything, just about anything about you. So it wasn't surprising that lokacin da MPP ke yin primary, there was something at stake for him. The flag bearership. Kennedy Agyapong kaman an sake kare ne, mad dog, yana yawo ya gaya wan ba ruwan shi. What didn't he say about Bawumia? So it was surprising to me. Come on, Bawumia, you were the flag bearer of the party. I'm back at the opportunity to go around. Then you go and invite Kennedy Agyapong to come and join you. So those around Bawumia, don't you know that Kennedy Agyapong's interest is to become the next flag bearer of the MPP? And for that matter, when you go out there on the thank you tour, he will not allow Bawumia to do his work. I mean as the flag bearer, as the leader, as the one who led the party to the humiliating defeat, for which reason the party has to go out there to go and beg their supporters and ask them for their forgiveness. And then you allow the very person, Zuga grassroots, the apathy you saw, the blame, 50% of it, I am apportioning it to Kennedy Agyapong. Because I know people in the party who told me the reason why they are not going to vote for Bawumia is because of the things Kennedy Agyapong was saying. And yet Bawumia will go out there and think that Kennedy Agyapong will join him, and Kennedy Agyapong will give him the respect as the one who led the party to the 2024 election, and for that matter, the leader. No, he has his own ideas. He wants to become the next flag bearer. Because, trust me, thank you to Ndasuke ana yi ne a gaggara Bawumiyan. Yaso a shashare anya a bashi. Yaso gobe an dawo da shi yan party su accept shi. then you are doing it with another person who is interested in the same position you want. Whoever advised Bawumia to invite Kennedy Agyapong didn't do Bawumia any good. Because I think that currently MPP, their biggest problem is Kennedy Agyapong. Someone who lacks emotional intelligence. He lacks it. He doesn't have it. There is nothing in him that shows a leader. He doesn't know how to talk. The only reason why Kennedy Agyapong is at the forefront in the MPP is that in Ghana, we hail people who don't have brains. We only think that when you have money, you have brains. Otherwise, Kennedy Agyapong ya bude bakisha na magana gaga ba wana buchiki shede chimutu inti de zagi mutani. And this is the one we want to lead this country. Then MPP, you have a long way to go as a political party. If there are still people in the MPP who think that Kennedy Agyapong is the right person to lead them, then you stay in opposition and stay there and stay there and stay there and stay there. If Bawumia is not good enough, then Kennedy Agyapong doesn't come anywhere close to worse. A leader who lacks emotional intelligence, when he is angry, anything he can open his mouth and say it. Call me Kennedy Agyapong ya bude bakisha about one. You call this a leader? How did he even get to that extent of becoming an aspirant? Someone the party is considering to become their flag bearer. No wonder you lost in that manner. It shows the level of unseriousness in the MPP. The party of Edu Buahini, the party of John Agyekum Kufuor, the party of Feni saying, look at these big, Obechebe Lamte. Look at these brains. In the look at Chiyaka MPP, Yafadi to the extent that Kennedy Agyapong is in line to become your flag bearer. Who born dog? Come on. In the history of Ghana, show me any leader in the NDC or in the MPP. The Eta Bazamakan station, yana zagi mata. Ya zagi na mace zo doki auren na mace dibiya kan TV yana show ma mutane. In the history of Ghana, in the history of our politics, look at the NDC. Those that the NDC has produced. Look at Atta Mills. What can you say negative about this man? You can accuse John Dramani Mahama of all the things you want to accuse John Dramani Mahama. But John Dramani Mahama will never sit on national television and boast about an adulterous life. You are talking about someone who will sit on national television and tell the whole world, come on, she yana cheat come attention. Or funny yiri and funny home. And the MPP seem to be the only party that was to Ghana Wangaba to the extent that this man can go to, contest in a primary. Yes, I'm over 30% of the vote. Oh, then MPP you don't have, in Bawumia you did not have a strong candidate. And I'm saying this, whoever advised the NPP, either Bawumia or the leadership of the party, come on, you are going on a thank you tour, which to me is not supposed to be a thank you tour. It's an apology tour, because you are going around to apologize for that humiliating defeat. Then you carry a controversial person like Kennedy Agyapong along, and he's creating the impression that your party is non-existent. your party is in disarray. But then Nana Kumia is also saying something. Nana Kumia, if you could kindly display what Nana Kumia just said after the decision by Kene Japan to actually abandon the tour. If you could kindly display what Nana Kumia said for me. Okay. No, I want it. I want what Nana Kumia said. I want what Nana Kumia said. We are not getting it. Okay. Nana Kumia is actually saying that wuche wanda Kene Japan ye wuche. Wuche wanda Kene Japan ye wuche nanduka. We ababin the day affect. We yanzuma party sunandi karfi. Okay, we'll go for a break, Yanzunga. We'll go for a break. When I return, moon continuation.
The search is on. Are you a Muslim between 18 and 30 years? Passionate, driven, and ready to showcase your talent? Baina TV proudly presents a unique reality experience, The Ummah Show. Are you ready to make an impact by reciting the Holy Quran, spoken word, poetry, or public speaking, arts, design, or digital creativity, innovation, entrepreneurship, or storytelling? The Ummah Show is here to empower you and nurture your talent into the next big star, with some amazing prizes to be won. No long forms, no boring stuff, just your best self. Be bold, be part of something different. Apply now at umma.bainamultimedia.com or call us on 0539 487757. The Ummah Show. Definitely different.
Yeah. Even keka chicken already, keka some wahala, the keka get chicken. I want you to don't have him
Good marriages give you that seat. It gives you that space to be able to become who you want to be.
Mata dole ne mu yi aiki kuma dole ne mu samu wani name attached to ourselves.
From the voice that echoes through the souls and the minds of the Zongo community, encouraging and uplifting the Zongo woman for greater heights. Dandalin mata wannan shine dandali na 'yancin tunani wurin da mata ke bayyanar da ra'ayoyinsu kan batutuwa da ya shafe zamantakewansu har da tattalin arzikinsu. Ku kasance tare da ni Hannatu Mahmud Awakening da tawagana a lokacin da muka zauna zurfafa bincike kan batutuwa da ya shafi mata. Dandalin mata, firan mata, asai daga bakin mata.
Dandalin mata. This and every Thursday at 8:30 p.m. only on Baina TV.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Ano ya tudin say osom enchire chire e Beyina TV. Na ebeye mfaso se ne ebeye dan kwa matemu ada onko kambregu nti edu sa mere na sia kongwa na misia kongwa na me no ye fa sa disua yi emfa mboa ye osom enchire chire ye fa mi Sheikh Ilyas Abdurrahman
Osom Chire. This and every Saturday at 8 p.m. only on Beyina TV.
Upon the gold and the diamond, the bucks are the oil, we stood the beg for dough. Africa rich, we not be poor. Corruption just they make them so. Upon the gold and the diamond, the bucks are the oil, we stood the beg for food. Now everything may fall apart. Politicians they lie without be fat. Them go they fill them my bellies, the family then live in the pot to suffer die. Promises for promises. After your vote, them go leave your premises. I just see the remedies. All these years come alive became images. Yeah. Poor roads in hospitals. They go they fly to Europe for health issues. They go they use one hard and taxes to children, my girls, them barbecues. Mama Africa, eh. Mama Africa, eh. Mama Africa, eh. Mama Africa, eh. Yaro, yara. Wonso, yara. Yaro, yara. Wonso, jini babio, yara. Yaro, yara. Wonso, yara. Yaro, yara. Mama Africa, de bio, yara. Rise up, my country people. Rise up, my country youth. We they deserve the best, no evil, or we go match for boot for boot. Rise up, my country people. Rise up, my country youth. We they deserve the best, no evil, or we go match for boot for boot. Now everything may fall apart. Politicians they lie without be facts. Them go they fill them my bellies, them family they live in the poor to suffer die. Promises for promises. After your vote, them go leave your premises. I just see the remedies. All these years come alive became